Hi, Sammo back again in my pot garden. Just to bring it indoors for a second, these are my onions that these are the electric ones that I've pulled up now, all flopped over. So pulled them all up, dried them for a week and a half, some to a fortnight, particularly the bigger ones, and I've braided them like I did in the previous video, and there you go. One braid of electric onions, drying out, just ready to be used as and when they're needed. So they're my electric onions harvested. Okay, today's video is going to be about carrots. To be more precise, sowing some carrots. I have sown 2 sets of carrots. The first lot, which you've seen in a previous video, I'm harvesting now, and they're very nice, I must say. The second lot are still growing. They'll be ready in probably a couple of weeks to a month, and I want to sow some more for later on. So I'm going to show you how I do it. The variety I'll show you what I'm doing is this one. It's Owen's carrots, and the variety is Early Scarlet Horn. Now this is an early crop, which means it doesn't take long to mature, and it's great for shallow soils, which means it's a short carrot which grows very quickly, and it'll be perfect for me pots. So back to me. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is how I sow my carrots. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so what you can see is me 12-inch pot. I've already partly filled it with general Verve multi-purpose compost. So basically just fill it sort of to a depth which is now that deep, which is going to be good enough for that. All you need is me standard mix of compost, handful of chicken manure pellet, and the latest fad that's going out, and you'll see why in a minute, is a handful of rock dust. So you just mix that in, mix it together, and there you go. That's it. That's my mix. So all I do is get not too many, but I don't know if you can see this. Get into the screen, put it on the short focus. There you go. So that's the carrot seed. Not very big, but there's quite a few there. Must be about 30-40 seeds there, which is going to be enough for my pot here. I'll probably end up having to thin a few out, but there you go. So all it is just sow them high up so they've got a chance to disperse a bit over the soil, trying to spread them out as even as you can, and then all I just do to bury them is just give it a little rake around like that, because they don't have to be planted deep. And there you go, that's the carrots done. All it needs now is watering and stick out in the sun. And this variety, well, I've sown it at the end of the sowing period, so it says I should harvest up to September, so we'll see how we go with that. Okay, very quickly, this is me pot garden. All the flowers, well, not all of them, but quite a lot of them now are starting to flower nicely now. Ones I really like, and I like these year after year, are these lilies. I've had them sown and I can't remember the name of them now, but they come back year after year, produce these lovely yellow, fiery, orangey red coloured flowers, absolutely gorgeous. Produce these lovely flowers year after year. The hollyhocks, I think it was hollyhocks. There's the lupins, they're on the way out now, making way for the summer flowers. That's my crocus here, doing well, bushing out well. Right, a couple of things. There's my strawberries that I've propagated into new plants, and they're growing very nicely. But this is going to be a little herb pot with various basils and oregano. Very young at the moment, but I haven't got my tomatoes yet, so I have my basil with my tomatoes, so they've got time to grow yet. As you can see here, this is, oops, lost my balance. These are some beetroots. Now, I don't know if you can see very well, but there you go. They're very young, and as you can see, they've been absolutely decimated. And I don't think it's slugs or snails, I think it's birds doing this damage. Because I seem to be getting a load of birds in my back garden, and I think they are the ones causing this damage. But that's life. So what I've done is, on my beetroot, because certainly my beetroot and lettuce, I've got a net round it, so hopefully that'll deter the birds and give the beetroot a chance to grow. These are all my flowers pots, absolutely romping away. Okay, there's another beautiful display of the lilies. Absolutely gorgeous, and cornflowers. Right, raspberries. I don't know if you could, a gardener can say this, but I've had so many raspberries off here, I'm almost at the point of getting sick of them. So far I'll get in, I mean, see, they just keep coming and coming. You can see them all over still, and there's still absolutely loads more to come. But I'm getting about 2 to 3 bowls of raspberries every day off these plants, so I'm doing something right. But these are absolutely fantastic, and the new canes, well, they are romping away, absolutely sky high, so I hope they stop soon, otherwise I'm going to have to do something. So that's the raspberries, just so you've seen it. That's my other pot. As you can see, that's the lettuce. As you can see, there's like
it's like being pecked at, so I think that's why I'm thinking it's the birds rather than slugs doing this. But there's beetroot in there, as you can see, being absolutely hacked at by something, but I've got the netting on it now, so hopefully it will give it the chance to grow into some beetroot and lettuce. Right, this is me Swiss chard, and say that again, the leaves have been pecked at and eaten. As I say, I don't think this is slugs, I think this is birds doing this, but they're hanging on, so I'll see what happens. If they keep getting attacked, I'll have to get another bit of netting to put on top of that to protect them. This is the lettuce, and as I used to say, that's been had a go at as well. So those damn pesky birds, eh? But there you go. Okay, onions, they're in there. They are starting to swell now. These are me Bedfordshire, so these are from seed this year, and they're not bad at all. If anything, you could see you're going to get some large spring onions or some small onions, but an onion's an onion to me in a sandwich or a stew or something, so I'll be happy with that. In here, because I've harvested my red electric onions, these baskets here are standing half empty, so I hate to say waste. So in this one I've put in, and I've got the tag there, it's some Swede Invitation, which is supposed to be winter hardy type of Swede, and it's club root resistant. So I've stuck a few seeds in this empty space there while they are just in the final stages of fattening up. So that's that. The next pot, which is this one here, which is, as you can see, empty, but it's not, because I've sowed some pickling onion seed, which is Paris Silverskin variety. So I've sowed seeds in there, so I'm going to get some pickled onions, because the family like pickled onions. So that's that. The next pot, oops, and things over. The next pot along is this one, and this is full of Swede Best of All. So I've thinned out these, so hopefully get a little harvest. And the same for this. There's a few onions in the last stages of fattening up, but to use up space, there you go. I've got some Swede in there. The onions that were from sets that I sowed this year are really fattening up now. They're looking really good, considering I've probably packed these way too close compared to what a lot of allotmenteers and gardeners would do. I'm really happy with that. Not bad at all. Okay, go around. A few flowers. These are the carrots I'm harvesting. Sorry about the shadow. These are the carrots I'm harvesting. As you can see, they're there. So these are to harvest just whenever. So let's see if we need any today. So that's the ones, sorry, they are the ones I've sown way back. Just a few, keep getting my shadow, a
few troughs there of some nice flowers. Right, let's start from over here. These are Matina tomatoes. There's one there, and one here, and this one here. I can zoom in. There you go. Not too close. You can see it in the back. Some tomatoes on this outdoor one. Other varieties, Tigerella, and I think on this one did I see some, or was it another one? I think it might have been another one, but there's loads of flowers on this coming along. Get out the shadow. Yeah, my leeks, and they are progressing, albeit slowly, but they are progressing. So happy with them. That's my parsnips, my second sown, coming along nicely. As I say, more onions in there. Hard to really make them out with all these shadows, but there's loads in there. These are my Ailsa Craig onions, and it looks a bit of a mess, but they are growing, so I'm happy with that. That there is the pot of scarlet horn carrots that you've seen the video of us sow. These, oops, wrong way. These guys are Brussels sprouts, coming along nicely, and if you look down here, I might need to go in the short focus there. As you can see, look at them, loads of Brussels sprouts, and some of them are actually like that one is, and there's my finger next to it, so it's getting to a decent size. That I'm getting a bit too close to it. That's a decent size now. So if I was expecting to have these at Christmas, I don't think they're going to last that long. Maybe the ones that are grown near the top might be around. The ones that are near the top here, that might be around at Christmas, but these at the bottom, I think it's not going to be long before I start harvesting them. Probably a month or so. So, you know, end of July, August maybe, and start having some homemade sprouts. As you can see, all doing very well. That one, there's one at the back there. Okay, these are my spring onions, doing okay. Oh yeah, this one back here is my garlic. I mean, everything's doing just so well at the moment. This, I mean, standing back, it looks like chaos, but everything's doing really well. Very pleased. That's my rhubarb, getting quite a few leaves on it now, and it just keeps going from strength to strength. I've got a couple of, there's my shadow yet again. These are lettuce that I've potted on to bigger pots this morning. They're Little Gems and Lollo Rosso, so they're growing very nicely. These are ones that I potted up a week or two earlier than the previous ones, and they are flying away, ready to harvest them. These are my second lot of carrots, if I can get back far enough, which I can't. Just about there.
but they're doing well. There are my parsnips, my first sown parsnips, really green and healthy, so they're doing alright. Just squeeze past. Right, there are my strawberry plants. Can't really see because of my shadow, but yeah, strawberry plants with flowers, and well, there, as you can see, I'll zoom in on that one. That one is massive. You can't really tell, but the strawberries here are massive. And there's some more there, zoom back out again. A couple of more plants, really green, healthy looking. So that's that. Peas. My peas, they're nearly gone, the ones at the back here. They've practically all been decimated by whatever. Slugs, snails on this occasion. Because you can tell by the state of some of the leaves just been eaten away. So I got a few pods out of this, but what I've done is I've sown some more peas to germinate, and they have already. They're in a module, so once they get a bit bigger, the idea is to move them from the module and put them into these trays here that you can see. Take out these old ones because they're no good. This one's not too bad, I am getting peas on them, but the rest of the pot and what have you, I'll just take out all these old peas and replant some new fresh ones, see if I can get a late yield out of them. Okay, and that's some more garlic. That is an outdoor tomato, doing rather well. This one is, I can't remember the name of this one. I'm desperate trying to look for a name and I can't find one, but this one is doing really well. In fact, they're all doing really well. Okay, that's my chardonnays. Oh, that one there is my chardonnays. They're starting to take off again now that I've removed the radish, so that was a wise move, I think. So they're coming along. And right, in the greenhouses, this one, as you can see, the flowers are really starting to dry and shrivel, and there you go. A chilli. As you can see, there's other chilies on here. They're all there. So chilies on this, some peppers on there, doing well. Cucumbers, there you go, mini munch, doing really well. Some nice new growth on my Telegraph Improved with the hint of some proper decent sized cucumbers to come. This is my Inca berry plant, and it's now, this is, if I'm finding it, there you go, flower there, and flower there in the centre. So there's loads of flowers. This is my tomato. This is my money maker, and as you can see, getting starting to get some decent tomatoes on this now. And I might just come back a bit. As I say, all my other tomato plants flowering like mad, doing really well, really tall, nearly almost to the 5 foot mark. But yeah, tomatoes on the way. My next greenhouse, well, you're going to have to excuse us because the tomatoes in here are going bazonkers. There's one there, as you can see, he's practically at the top. A lot of them, well, I can't zoom out anymore unfortunately, but there's tomatoes there. It's just wall to wall with tomato plants, and if I go in, there you go, as you can see, I just can't move in here with tomato. Now I think it's down to my little formula of compost, a handful of chicken manure, some slow release pellets, tomato feed, which I got from Poundland for £1, and some rock dust, but these are absolutely flourishing like mad. So, just to quickly show you, the reason I say that is because where have you gone? Right, well, there's a fella there to begin with. He's growing nicely. There's another fella there starting to develop. I looked through this the other day and oh, there you go. If I just remove the flower on this one, right, you see that? Oops, sorry. There's another one, and if you look hard enough, oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that one. Oh, there we are. There you go. There's another one. If you go over there, I have to zoom out and zoom in. There's another one. So that are starting to grow on this. That's me Constelluto beef steak. There's going to be absolutely loads on it. I don't know how it's going to stay up under the weight of all the tomatoes, but zoom back out again. But yeah, and I'm getting tomatoes. This is my Craig Ella, and as you can see there, tomatoes abundant on that one. This one is my Harbinger, and yeah, there you go, tomatoes coming along. And this one, there you go, there's another there. So my Harbinger, oh, take that little, there's a sucker that I need to be rid of. Remove it like that. So yeah, Harbinger's producing. This is my other Harbinger, and as you can see, tomato, tomato, yeah, are there? Tomato there. So this one's flying away, and as well as, I'll zoom out on this, as well as all them doing rather well. And there's quite a few over there. This is the same plant, and again it's very bright to see if I'm in focus with this, but there you go, more tomatoes. So they're doing really well. And finally, this is me LD. Now I've counted on this. I haven't counted precisely, but on that bunch there, there's 100. It's hard to think that, but if you look, even them tiny things are going to turn into flowers. So I've counted, there's about 100 there, in that batch. There's about 100 on that one. There's about 100, possibly more again on that one. All the way along. There's about 10. So on this truss, and it is all just comes back to this stem here, but it branches off. There you go, that's the stem, but it branches off to the lower ones and then these higher up ones here. But yeah, there's going to be about 1,000 tomatoes if they all flower and pollinate and grow. There's going to be 1,000 tomatoes, albeit cherry. Probably tiny little grape sized ones, but 1,000 grapes is a lot of grapes. So that's my LD. And there's going to be another truss very similar to this one, to the previous one I should say. There's another one there, so this one plant could be producing 2,000 tomatoes, which, well, I'm going to put my name in the record book for something like that. Must do. So that's me tomatoes. So back into some fresh air. It's getting quite warm in there. Okay, so that's me pot garden. Hope you enjoyed the update. I hope you've learned some things, maybe. If you've never sown carrots before, it's not difficult. And so, see you on the next video. See ya.